The Netflix trailer for GTA 6. What are you thinking about this?
There are things in life to where you could do it, and they'll affect your people for the better or the worse. But I'll tell you what, they will remember it, bro. Either way, bro. So this move was a down move for morality, bro.
Sony has such a big player base. I mean, they say Xbox sells nothing overseas compared to house.
Naffy's loaded in. Block straight, take it over cause they feel square. Big package for your bitty, baby, love the new van. Been outside for too long, baby, love the new tan. When go stop and stop, feel like Danny. Waist tiny, but you carrying a family. Crown's heavy, belt shiny, baby champion. We can red lobster pasta with the scampi.
And welcome back to the Time to Deliver podcast. I'm your host, Naffy, and that's my boy, Big Zoe. What's good, Zoe?
Chilling like villains, you already know what's up. Peace out.
Hey, man. They already know we had to bring an IRL back for the fans. Everybody, I'm so happy to be here. Zoe, what's going on today? How you been?
Just IRL stuff, man. We recorded some music to add to the album that's gonna be coming soon. Look out for that.
Yes.
We possibly gonna maybe make some other content, but for now we're focused on this pod, and I'm happy to be here. Everything turned out great. How about you, man?
Hey, man, I'm chilling. Back again. I'm just happy to be here. It's been a good couple weeks, and I feel like the pod is just getting better and better. I hope you guys liked the last episode where we showed you it's a different pod. You know, it's a brand new pod. We really meant that. So let us know down below if you're liking the new setup. But today we had to bring an IRL because there's a lot of crazy stuff going on, and I think Zoe knows what we need to start with. And that is the Netflix trailer for GTA 6. What are you thinking about this, Zoe? Is this a good thing, bad thing? What does it spell for the future?
Man, I think there are things in life, just like Telltale games, right? There are things in life to where you could do it, and they'll affect your people for the better or the worse. But I'll tell you what, they will remember it, bro. Yeah. Either way, bro. So this move was a down move for morality, bro. Just know we will remember that. That was not good, bro. How are you gonna put that shit behind a subscription?
Yeah.
Brother, we've been releasing trailers on ads for free forever. What are we talking about?
Yeah. Now, I think that as, you know, a business, this might be genius because there are a lot of schmucks that are actually subscribing to Netflix just for this trailer. Now, I'm one of the people that I'm not in the Matrix. With everything that's going on around this game, it makes me not want to buy this game because I know this game spelled the end of physical media as we knew it. And that's the one thing that really does make me sad. You can tell that Sony, they partnered up with Rockstar in some way, and they said, we're going to get physical games the fuck out of here. All right. And it's just, it makes me really sad. I think it's a bold move by both Rockstar and PlayStation, especially Rockstar being a company that said they were for gamers. It just feels like such a backwards move by the biggest company. If the biggest company in gaming can do this, then every other little company is going to follow, sadly. And that's what hurts me the most.
Because I'll tell you what, right? Here's the biggest joke. You're saying that Rockstar's for gamers, right? What's Netflix made for?
It was made for, you know, consumers, but...
But what's the content?
It's videos.
Movies.
TV
shows.
Yeah.
They got no fucking place being there.
Well, I will say...
They could have did a Twitch
They do
stream.
have games. They do have games.
But that's like a recent thing, right?
Like, last 2 years.
Like, I don't think anybody
I think they had
playing
like
those
GTA
games.
3 at one point.
They
And
do.
They had some decent games. Look, they had a couple. They had a couple good games, but nothing crazy.
Yeah,
nothing
and
crazy.
no one ever gets. No one's like. Let's be real. No one's ever gonna tell you that they're getting Netflix to play the games.
No.
Ever.
No. That's an afterthought.
Yeah. So they could have dropped it on Twitch, I think, or something like that. Kick, you know, something where people could have just went on, maybe created an account if they wanted to, or some shit like that.
Or how about a trailer is supposed to be that? A trailer. It's supposed to go out to the masses so that everyone can know how great your game is.
Yeah.
They're showing us they're confident. And if they fumble this game,
Good.
it could be the end of Rockstar. It could actually go that bad. But I don't think there is a way for them to fumble this game. I mean, unless their developers are just horrific. They're the worst developers we've ever seen. Can they really fumble this game? I mean, the formula's there.
Yeah.
Especially with RP now.
Yeah, I don't think they could really mess it up unless they tried, which has been done before. So we'll see.
We will see. Hopefully Rockstar, pulls their head out of their ass, but I don't know if they really are now. The next topic I wanted to talk about, and this is a topic that has kind of been ongoing for multiple years. We have been very, just like we talk about Xbox a lot because we remember the 360. We remember when Xbox was the king, where PS3 was better, but everybody had that Xbox 360. Everybody was on voice chat all day, every day. Everybody was in the Black Ops 1, 2, Modern Warfare 2 lobbies back then. We were crazy for it. Even COD 4 had so many people in it from, my age group. And I'm noticing that Xbox sometimes makes the wrong decision, like with the Xbox One. And other times they make the right decision where, they made a Series S and X for different, people and different price points. But this is a decision that they've kind of made since the Xbox One that I really loved. And I'm glad they're going to continue doing it. And that's Xbox supporting every console generation that they've ever had. So Xbox has come out and said that Project Helix will support S and X games. So we're going to continue to have all this backwards compatibility. What do you think that means? Will Sony follow suit? What do you think, Zoe?
Possibly. I feel like they've been trying to follow suit this whole time with their, I know you guys have noticed on PlayStation Plus, they would drop a fucking PS2 game or a PS1 game, for you to play. It's like, first of all, you're going to have to buy it again or fucking do this and that the third. Xbox never really had that option. Well, they had that option along with the option to where you could use the old game copy that you had.
Yeah.
So you see who's winning, in my opinion. They can keep trying, bro, but unless they really just go boil it down to you put in a fucking PS2 disc and it works, you're not coming close, dude.
And I think that's what you can do with the Xbox. You can put in that Xbox.
I put in an original Xbox game.
And that's so sick. Like, they really put a lot of work into backwards compatibility and making sure that this is the best experience for all of your Xbox games and not just a small portion. But Sony has such a big player base. I mean, they say Xbox sells nothing overseas compared to how Sony does overseas, especially in Japan.
Because Sony's Japan native,
Yeah,
so that's what it comes down to, and that's why I'm so ashamed with the way they've been handling everything. Because I always felt like Sony had more honor than that, and but it's honestly, everyone knows this. They moved their HQ to California, and it fumbled the whole thing and made them into a Hollywood fucking development studio, basically making just movies that you could control with a controller. You know what I'm saying? That's all they all are. They're just movies that you're playing.
And I liked Until Dawn, but I'm not playing it more than once.
Yeah, no. And I'm talking about the games not just like games like that, because those movies are specifically a niche, kind of people that play with groups. There's reasons why you play games like that. But games like Last of Us, God of War, games that, took a story, movie route compared, is probably because of that HQ move. They probably were just trying to push out a bunch of storyboard games, that it's you're watching a movie and getting immersed and spending all those hours and shit like that,
It's the generation of wokeness, and I think that's why this generation has just been trash. We haven't really gotten enough games. We've gotten stories, like you said, narratives and stuff, but we haven't had enough big games that are different. These games are all the same, and that's where Nintendo's killing them. So hopefully they can really just stop worrying about the hair follicles, the eyelashes, all that stuff. Let's get back to the gaming. Let's get some new Crash Bandicoot. Let's get some new Spyro. Let's get some of our older. Let's get Metal Gear Solid back. We need to go back to those generational games that we've loved. Sly Cooper. There's so many good IPs that they hold. I even really like their Smash Bros clone. I'd like if they brought that back in some different iteration with all the new updated characters, Aloy, and you know, and we could really make some good games here. So Sony, they just need to lower the budgets, lower the graphical expectations, and let's have some fun games. They don't have to pop off the screen every single time.
They don't even talk about Infamous anymore in games like that.
Infamous, we need that back. Like, regardless of what you guys have to do to make sure these IPs can get another game, let's get that out.
Yes,
because you're going to lose to Xbox. This Xbox is catering to the fans, whereas you guys aren't. Unless Xbox fumbles the price, and the price is so high that it prices everyone out, I think Xbox is coming for that crown.
Yeah.
At least of best graphically intense home console. Yeah. You know? So we'll see. And you know, you were saying too about how Sony's from Japan and all that stuff. Bro, Nintendo actually gave a cheaper Switch 2 in Japan than they did here. In Japan, the Switch, I believe, retailed for like $400, where here it retailed for $450.
That's crazy.
So, you know, they really do cater to a lot of Japanese fans, and that's where Microsoft really can't. People in Japan don't really care.
Yeah,
they're gonna go with Nintendo or Sony. So
that's why Microsoft has to capitalize on their people here, bro. We love their games.
Yeah.
Halo, Gears, those games are like, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, you find yourself a Mexican who's good at fucking Gears, and you're not gonna see the tomorrow, bro. That nigga's nasty, son.
Yeah. I seen some. Well, we're gonna talk about this a little bit later, but we've been seeing some gameplay of the new Gears, and it's sweaty.
Oh yeah, as it should be.
Yeah,
multiplayer game.
Yeah,
canon.
There's a curve. There's a difficulty curve.
Wall bouncing.
Yeah.
Bang. Where remember the crab walk? Yo, that shit used to be crazy. Y'all remember that shit?
Y'all don't know about that. I think they might be a little too young. I don't know.
Some of them.
I don't know. Let us know down below. Now, I want to know, Zoe, your opinion on Electronic Arts games. Do you have any memories with any Electronic Arts IPs?
Shit. EA
challenging everything.
Nigga.
EA Sports.
You know what I'm saying?
It's in the game.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
PS2, Xbox,
NBA Street. Ooh. Don't get me started on NFL Street.
Hell yeah. They had some greats, bro. Greats. Sad to see where the road they went down. But it's natural, I guess, for every company seeing where Rockstar is now and all those other people.
They started putting out slop.
Yeah.
Like how Activision was kind of putting out slop.
And Ubisoft.
But I think EA might be the king of slop.
Yeah. Games, and they're still conquering that field.
You give them all the money in the world, slop.
Yeah.
Don't matter.
They're still dropping reskins of their last game to this day.
Yeah, so basically EA was officially bought by Saudi Arabia. A lot of guys over there have bought the entire company. I believe they bought it for $55 billion. What do you think? Do you think the future, like they'll make some games maybe we like? Maybe they actually turn it around? Or do you think, it's over?
It might be bright, yo. Those niggas might fuck with Star Wars.
Yeah.
Those niggas might fuck with real shit. Yeah. And they're gonna, I don't think they're really ready to, respectfully to all you people out there, or disrespectfully, however you take it.
Yeah.
I don't think they're really wanting to push any agenda out there to make any games if they're gonna put content out to people at all.
Yeah.
Because especially if they're gonna be running that shit, they're gonna want to put game on the Saudi Arabians, right? They're not gonna have that shit and shit that they're putting out to their own people. So let's hope that it goes it's an upward curve now in their games, and less bullshit, less wokeness, less slop. And they make some good Star Wars games, good sports games, and they actually deserve a spot in the Monopoly, you know what I'm saying? And if not, they get knocked off the board with the rest.
Now, I don't know if I'm correct about this name, but I believe the name is Turki Al-Sheikh. He came into boxing, and he started giving people the fights that we really wanted to see. Now, he's damn near going to probably bankrupt himself because he's paying these boxers so much, even when they're out of their prime, like Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, those type of caliber of boxers. Yeah. They're great boxers, but they might, they might be a little old now. They might be a little past their prime, And so he came in though, but he knew what people wanted to see. He was doing the fights that, you're at the bar, you're talking with people, I wish this could happen, I wish that could happen. He's the guy that's going to make that happen. So Turki Al-Sheikh, maybe the people in Saudi Arabia feel like him. Maybe they know what we want to see, and they're ready to provide it, and that's why they bought it. Because if you're buying something for $55 billion, you have to have a plan.
Yeah.
You have to know, I'm going to execute here, 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 and we're going to make this stuff happen.
Yeah.
So I think that they are going to have a good plan. I'm not actually mad about this acquisition. The people that made EA, they did put in a lot of work. Regardless if they put out a lot of slop, they probably put out a lot of slop because they just have so many employees. They're actually helping the gaming industry. They're probably training people. They're probably changing people's lives in gaming. So regardless of all the slop, I'm glad that these people still have jobs, and hopefully we can get some better games that we will all love.
Yes, sir.
So we'll see what happens with that, guys. Now, let's hop into New Jersey news. Now, New Jersey, the place where we want to basically let all the migrants and all those people vote, and we're going to help them get lawyers and all that shit instead of helping our own people. Some weird
and then we
shit.
go to jail for self-defense.
Yeah, we go to jail for self-defense when, gotta put the pause on when Anyway, so New Jersey, they are done with Amazon. They're very pissed. They have come with a lawsuit towards Amazon where they want Amazon to stop being a monopoly, essentially. They think that Amazon with the DSP program is a monopoly, and they want it out. They want it different. And I have some views on this. I don't know if you have any views on this, Zoe. But this is nuts to me. I think this is a waste of time. I think this is a waste of money because they're going to wait New Jersey out.
Yeah.
They're going to keep waiting until there's a new governor or something, or a new attorney general that does not care about this case and will just drop it. Let's be real. This isn't going to go anywhere. But even if it does go somewhere, I actually think the DSP program is very good. I think the DSP program helps give new ownership to people. People get, if it was just Amazon, there would just be Jeff Bezos and his managers making money. But instead, we have, people that are here in America that have worked their whole lives. They have a little bit saved up. They make a DSP, and now everything's good in their life, And I think that there's, harder owners, and there's ones that are nicer to certain people. And I think that's a good thing, because if it was just Amazon, I think it would probably be tougher overall for everyone. It would be stricter. We probably wouldn't get, the people who work for the DSPs wouldn't really get as much for free, as much leniency for certain things. So I think it's a good thing to have the DSP program. But what do you think, Zoe? Do you have different opinions on this?
I think like everything, it's good, but it can have its bad. It's pros and cons, like everything else. I think depending on the person who's running certain DSPs, it could be very hectic and weird. But people who run good DSPs, I don't think there's any problem with it. I just think they should probably just cut down on results, and whoever is doing shady shit or doing weird shit, not keeping shit together, or just leaving it to manage itself. Whatever the case may be, I think there should just be more eyes on certain things. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Just depending on the case. I don't think it should be every person. Just some people, I don't think they really deserve the right to have a DSP, yet they do because they have the money to own it.
Yeah.
So that's what it comes down to.
So just stricter checks for everything, and maybe a little bit more rules for the DSPs to follow. But for the most part, you think it's a good system?
I think it works. I think it could work like everything else.
Yeah.
I just sometimes I don't know why I always feel like there's a conniving connotation to it. Almost like Amazon wants to keep their hands clean of anything that happens. But
yeah, basically, they give ownership chances to people, and instead those people have to incur any damages and all that stuff. So yeah, it's smart for Amazon, but I think that's fair. If you have a chance to make generational wealth through just managing people on a route, I mean, I think it's fair you have to take some of the fault, and that's why you're stricter with your hiring, and that's why you make sure you have good drivers that are trained.
Yeah, I agree with you, but that's why we go full circle to the certain specific DSPs, because the DSP we were with hired like those fucking hotcakes, and some of those people cause problems. They just dip out the next week anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it really does, as I said, goes both ways. I don't disagree with you, but I also don't agree with how they always do everything. Okay. Also,
fair enough. Now let's see. So Marvel Tokon. Last time you were here, Zoe, we actually did play the demo of Marvel Tokon. There's been a little bit of a controversy with Marvel Tokon right now because apparently the PC port is horrendous. Lots of problems with the PC port. Even Maximilian Dude reportedly is playing on PS5 instead of playing on PC.
That's why I was running so good.
Yeah. So basically we played it. What did you think about the demo? I know it's not the full release, but it was most of the characters that are in the full release. What were your thoughts on it?
The game was running fine. The characters were moving fine. The movesets were perfect. The problem probably just was like the latency problems. Sometimes it was lagging like a bitch for no reason. And you have good Wi-Fi, so it's obviously not the problem here. So as long as they fix that, I don't know if that's what people are going through right now, the bandwidth and all that fucking bullshit, but I could see that being a problem if they don't learn how to fix it, because then you're just losing to people with shitty Wi-Fi when you don't have the shitty Wi-Fi, and that's like, I don't know.
Exactly. There was definitely some network issues, but I just chalked that up hopefully to the demo. I think people on PC have been noting that there's been a lot of connection issues with the servers on PC and other graphical issues with PC, especially I think on the Steam Deck. I don't think it was running well in Steam OS. So hopefully they fix that soon. It sucks when you pay $70 for a full release.
They have a fighting game too.
Yeah, and it doesn't even work off rip. Like, that's ridiculous. So
that's why we don't buy fighting games full price, bro.
Yeah, sometimes. There's certain ones like Avatar. I felt like was a good release for full price.
I think Tekken.
I did refund it though. I did refund Avatar. I'm not gonna lie. Tekken was perfect. That was worth all the money. That game felt just like a very better version of 7.
And the graphics were amazing. I think they took a good step up with that game.
And they came out early in the PS5 cycle.
Hell yeah.
Which is why
a good next gen.
Yeah. Like we had Mortal Kombat 1 and then boom, Tekken.
Yeah. Bro, they got dropping a Soul Calibur too, bro.
Yeah, I don't know if 6 did that well for them.
Yeah, no, I don't think
sadly. And I like Soul Calibur. That's one of my favorites.
They tried to ease it up for the newbies. They made it to where it's like you can hit fucking square all day and win a fight.
Yeah.
So
and they need a killer guest character if they're gonna come out with another one. We need someone crazy.
So seeing old man Kratos might be kind of dope, bro.
Kratos could be a big one. I don't know if they're big enough to get Kratos anymore.
No?
Honestly,
that sucks.
I don't know. At one point they had Link, bro. They had Link, Spawn, and was it Heihachi?
Yeah,
Heihachi. Yeah, so
Heihachi.
That's just nuts. But
Sucks,
Marvel Tokon, great character list. I think they picked some good characters. I like some of the outfits that they had in this game. I like the interactions that characters had with each other. Whoever made this game clearly knows the lore of Marvel, and they do love Marvel. You can tell that. Some of the character lists were weird. Like some of the combos just felt weird. But also, I'm not the best with tag assist games. So this isn't one of my favorites, honestly, but I know it is a good game. And I'm excited for the future of the game, but I did see for the DLC, it was like 4 characters a year. And in a game where you have to pick 4 characters for every match, I just feel like that's a little low. I felt like maybe it could have been 8 characters a year at least. They gotta step it up. This is a big studio. They did Dragon Ball FighterZ. They've done, I believe, Blaze Blue and Guilty Gear. So come on, they know what they're doing. I don't understand why it takes so long. Maybe it's bug testing, whatever. But we got to get some more characters out of there. That's way too low for 1 year.
True. 4? It said 4, right?
4, and you pick 4 characters every fight. If it was like 2v2 or, you know what I'm saying, like, that'd be fine.
Yeah, honestly, too, I don't think the game should have been 70. That might be a hot take, but
yeah,
I don't think
that's
it should have been
crazy.
70. It's a side-scrolling fighting game. I don't even think it has any, like, story mode features to where you have to do... I don't know for sure. But I don't even know if it has any of that. Shit should have been like 40 to 50, bro.
Yeah, I think we need to start with more variable pricing as well.
Yeah.
A lot of these games aren't worth the full price,
Yeah.
and they immediately get discounted.
The price might drop in like a month. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the discount comes pretty much immediately. So with these games, if they just start at 50, I think it'll actually get them more sales, especially in the long run, because people will be talking about your game being cheaper.
Yeah.
I don't know why more people don't do this. I mean, Avatar was $30 base game for a fighting game that was hand drawn, all the frames, and they did the DLC, I think, for $50. Like, that's the best pricing I've seen, and I actually think that game sold a lot more because of that.
Marvel would have won with that.
$40, Marvel, out the door.
Yeah.
Everyone's buying it.
Yeah, I would have got it probably if they had it 40.
But no, because it's Marvel, they're gonna probably say, we spent $50 million on the game. How about you stop just being so wasteful?
No, for real.
Clearly they're wasteful on purpose. It's a tax write-off. Something's going on where they're being so wasteful in these games.
They
There's
try
no
to
reason.
blame us for their lack of restraint, bruh.
Yeah.
Like, nobody was using that much fucking gear to make games 10 years ago, bruh.
And these indie games are much better,
Yeah.
and they're not even a fraction of the
Yeah,
price.
because they don't even make $1 million.
No.
They don't even make 100,000 sometimes. Nigga, they don't get anything compared.
These games release at $8.
Yeah.
That's the release price.
And they made it damn near for free.
In their spare time. And these games are better. You know what I'm saying? So,
Come on, dog.
yeah.
The proof's in the pudding, bitch.
Facts. So we'll see what happens with Marvel Tokon. It doesn't seem like it's the biggest game release that it possibly could have, especially since Spider-Man just came out. You would think maybe more people would be talking about Marvel, but it seems like it's just going to be here and there with this game. I do like the Phoenix Cyclops, though. That's sick. Cyclops, when he got a piece of the Phoenix Force.
Oh,
Fucking dope as hell. GTA 6. They're having a rough dev cycle, apparently. And one of the old, developers is speaking a little bit. I don't think he's supposed to. This might not be like first-hand knowledge. I think he was talking offhand. But he's saying that they may be having issues with the final mission. And he thinks that they still will delay this game 6 months before we're supposed to get it in, November? So if we get it 6 months after November, so do you think that is going to harm GTA's sales, or do you think people will wait and they don't give a fuck? They're just gonna still buy the game. What do you think?
I don't care, bro. It's a bunch of cucks anyway. They're buying the game still right now, so they're gonna buy it then too. I don't give a fuck. Rockstar's a bunch of hoes.
Like, if there's a cow sheet for this, I might hit the cow sheet for this, because it could be delayed. I think they are probably having problems with this game. I feel like they should have shown us way more of this game already. Like, I feel like we haven't really seen like much of the actual gameplay. So is that what they're going to be showing us now on Netflix? Is this going to be the full gameplay reveal, or are we just getting more trailers of bullshit cuts of the game? What is it about? What's the game about? Like, give us more story. Give us some, like, can't we have like a movie trailer or something for this game? I feel like we haven't seen much. I don't know.
No, for sure. I don't know what they're gonna drop.
Yeah.
Might do some bullshit.
And so you think they'll buy it even if it gets delayed, but do you think for like the people that are in between, like me, where we don't really care about GTA, do you think that affects their sales?
No, because I don't think that it really matters to them anyways.
Yeah. And remember, they're also saying that this is marketed as a single player game don't even think about GTA Online. So if they don't even have the final mission like really bug tested and done, what about online? Like, how far do you think they're gonna push back online?
I don't know. That might take a couple months to drop, actually.
You think a couple? I'm thinking like a year.
That's possible.
Yeah, I'm scared that we're not gonna get online anytime soon. And they're saying stuff about RP and stuff. How are they gonna incorporate RP into online without like getting sued, basically? Because I feel like a lot of crazy shit goes on in RP.
Just like how Battlefield has their own servers along with people created servers, they could just do some shit like that.
Ooh, okay, people create. Yeah, I wonder how it's gonna work. I mean, we have 5M. 5M lets us do RP on PC. And you know, a lot of people love the 5M. They do the custom created stuff. So I guess we'll see if GTA 6 will be able to be imported into 5M when it first comes out. But I doubt it. I think a lot of people are going to be mad if they don't have a lot of RP in this game with how big RP got over the past, 7 years?
Yeah.
So we'll see if GTA 6 can, deliver on that like we are. Now, Gears of War. This is a subject I need you to talk about, Zoe, because I know you're getting this game day one. Gears of War E-Day. Have you seen the demo? Have you seen any of these like crazy gameplays on Twitter right now of people sweating?
Honestly, no, not really. Just my brother told me that he played it and it was still good, shit like that.
Yeah.
And he played on PC, but he said the performance is bad. So.
Oh, he said performance was bad?
Yeah.
Damn.
So, I guess we're gonna have to see,
Of course, they're gonna fumble the biggest game of the year, for them at least. This is Xbox's biggest release. It was supposed to be Halo. Seems like they're already laying people off from the Halo studios. I guess that's not going well. 343, right? Or is that 343 or was they the old people?
Honestly, I think they changed their fucking name to Halo Studios.
Oh, so straight up Halo Studios. Yeah. It's cooked for them, bro. Cooked for them. I had high hopes for Halo even without the multiplayer, but once I heard that the multiplayer was kind of canceled, that made me feel a certain type of way. Like, we could have had better multiplayer. I've been waiting for a better Halo multiplayer experience. Infinite was just like, did you like Infinite?
I don't think I played Infinite.
Yeah, like Infinite it didn't hit, and it's sad. We're watching some old franchises just die in front of us where no one cares about it. Even the players that love Halo don't care about any of these games. I think most of the player base fell off for the new Halo game already on Steam. Barely anyone's playing it. Yeah. So with Gears of War, like, we need them to come back with heat. We need it.
Yeah.
And I seen some gameplay. I haven't seen like the demo from start to finish, but I did see some gameplay and some matches. And I will say the graphics look good, but it's still that like fiery, dreary like filter over everything.
Yeah.
Like you could tell it's war all around, and in that aspect, it just kind of looks like all the other Gears of War, just maybe like higher res.
Yeah. Like,
I don't know how it feels very inspired. I don't know how new it feels, but
it might just be new in terms of the weapons.
I'm hoping. I want to see some new weapons. I want to see them just play around with some new ideas. Maybe give them telekinesis. I don't know, man. Let's see some new shit though. Like, I want to see something different because this game, like, I don't want Xbox to go away, bro.
They gotta make a good game, bro.
If they're in the hole another $300 million because of this game, can they even survive after that? Like,
they should have just dropped it on the PlayStation, to be honest.
I don't get it. Like, they should have just gave up on this generation having exclusives just to save. Like,
they had to get themselves out the water. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. They're drowning, and we're trying to we want them to be better, but I don't think they know how to. But we'll see with this next generation. And we gotta hope for Xbox's sake that they basically can beat PlayStation. We gotta hope PlayStation fumbles this and I don't want PlayStation to fumble it, but if they have to fumble it so that they can learn what the gamers want and need, it's gonna, that's what's gonna have to happen. Now, let's see, what other stuff do we have? Oh God, man, this subject, I don't know how to feel about it because I don't know how real it is, but I'm seeing Grok actually saying that this is true. Apparently, ChudTheBuilder is out of jail. So the racists, they ponied up the money for him to get out of jail. Somehow, he coordinated it. And apparently he's laying low right now and he's out of jail. What are your thoughts on this, man? Do you think he should be out of jail? Do you think, with freedom of speech? Or do you think, you should be in jail if you shoot your gun outside of a courthouse?
I mean, I think I did expect it to happen because he didn't necessarily take anyone out or anything for them to hold him in there for too long. But, it's only a matter of time.
It's like he was there for a while, too. So, at least he learned his lesson. For the most part, hopefully.
He's staying low.
He's staying low right now. I bet he won't go out there and do a live stream right now. So, well, you know what? If he does do a live stream, I'll give him his props. That means he has a little bit of balls. I don't think he's going to do it, though. I think he's going to stay low. He's going to try to fight this case. And I think he's probably going to lose this case, especially for discharging his weapon in front of a courthouse. I mean, he could have struck multiple people. He discharged his weapon, I believe, 7 times. And he didn't even try to defend himself with his hands. He immediately just went straight to the gun. So it's just some pussy shit. So
yeah.
I do hope he catches, a couple years off of that charge. And maybe they take his guns away. Then, he can't be so fucking bold out in public.
True.
But we'll see. And, all his racist friends are going to be emboldened now. But, hey, you guys could go to jail, too. I mean, keep playing with people, and you're either going to go to the hospital or you're going to go to jail. So you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. I don't get why I do this, but I guess if you want a little bit of clout and ruin basically your internet footprint for the rest of your life, go for it. If you look at ChudTheBuilder's life, no one likes him other than his racist friends. And those racist friends aren't going to stick behind you once you go to jail. They're going to just let you rot in there. I mean, for the most part, the internet forgot about ChudTheBuilder over these past 2 months. There's copycats going around getting knocked the fuck out, getting chased out of places. He's lucky he's in a state where they have guns. Because if he was in New York or New Jersey doing this, they would have chased him down and beat the shit out of him. So,
True.
Hey, we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully, ChudTheBuilder gets the justice that is needed, I guess. But, yeah, keep being silent in your little room, all right? And I guess, that's it for this episode of the Time to Deliver podcast. So, what do you have to say to end the podcast?
I mean, it was a great day, great episode. We got to give you guys some news, got to give you guys some information that hopefully you knew.
Music soon.
You didn't know, music soon. And that shit came out great, guys. So,
easy.
Came out great. And it took only like an hour or two to finalize most of it until he finishes up the rest.
Fast.
But telling you guys are going to look out for some greatness coming.
Hell yeah.
And you guys are included in it all because it wouldn't have happened without you. So keep in tune.
We'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Time to deliver.